Setting up Sage 200 to submit your VAT return online. Sage 200 is compliant with the HMRC Making Tax Digital scheme, which was introduced in April 2019. Before you start, your base currency must be set to pound sterling. So to check this, go to Accounting System Manager, Settings, Currencies and Exchange Rates. Click on the Settings tab and you can see a list of all the currencies, and then you've got a field that tells you which is your base currency. So in our case, base currency is against pound sterling, so that's fine. You must be enrolled with the HMRC and have the HMRC user ID and password. To pay using e-banking, you must have installed the Sage 200 e-banking component and configured e-banking for the bank account that you will be paying your VAT from. You can pay using supplier payments, but you must have had your application accepted for a supplier payments account and finished setting up your account. You must enter the VAT details for your company. So go to Accounting System Manager, Settings, Company Details. In here, you must ensure that your VAT registration number is entered and that your country code is set to Great Britain. We also need to enable VAT submissions in the nominal ledger settings. So to do this, we go to Nominal Ledger, Utilities, Ledger Setup, Ledger Settings. Click on the VAT Submissions tab and then ensure that Enable VAT Submissions is ticked. You also need to enter your VAT contact details, so your name, telephone number, and it must have a valid email address. If there's no valid email address, then your submission will fail later. In the UK, if you've submitted your VAT return online, you must also pay your VAT return online. You can do this directly from Sage 200 using either the Sage e-banking service, supplier payments, or you can do it from the HMRC website. To produce the final VAT return, we'll go to Nominal Ledger, Period End Routines, VAT Analysis, and then Current Period Return tab. Check the VAT return end date is correct. If you need to change the VAT return end date, you can do this through Utilities, Amend VAT Period End Date. To view the transactions that make up the box total, click the relevant underlined total. So if we want to see what's in box 1, we can click on that underlined value there, and that shows us the breakdown of what's making up that figure. If we click on standard rate, it then shows us the transactions against that rate. If we need to make any adjustments, we can do this by clicking on the box at the bottom. Enter the reason for the adjustment and then enter the amount. And you can go through and enter any adjustments that you need to do. And then if we click close, that's then saved that adjustment amount against that box. So we can see that's changed by the adjustment that I've put through. Adjustments are only saved until you produce your VAT return. If you don't want to submit your final VAT return at this time, then you will need to re-enter the adjustments later. They won't get carried over if you don't submit your VAT return. Once you're happy that these figures are all correct and you're ready to submit your VAT return to the relevant authorities, select Produce VAT Return. Note the flag at the top that says you understand that this VAT return can only be produced once. Once you've produced this VAT return, you can't make any adjustments to it and it can't be resent. So we need to tick that to say, yes, we understand that. We've also got this option to delete VAT transactions for an earlier date. So you can tick that and enter a date of when you want to delete VAT transactions up to. But again, once they're deleted, you won't get them back. So you need to make sure that you're not deleting any that you shouldn't be deleting. And then you enter the date of your next VAT return. So we can either key in the date or we can click on the calendar and it will give us a calendar. But I'm going to say that my next VAT return is the 30th of September 23 because I'm working on a bit of an old system. So we can enter the date in there and then we can click produce VAT return. As soon as we click this, we can't go back. So it says, do you wish to produce your VAT return now? You will not be able to reopen this VAT period once the VAT return is completed. So make sure that you definitely want to complete it at this point. Click yes if you do, and then it will go off onto your VAT return online submission. So this is about as far as I can go because obviously I'm not really VAT registered, so I haven't got any HMRC details to enter there, so I can't actually go any further than this. But at this point you would enter your details and then you would enter your HMRC submission details, and then that's your MTD VAT return completed. You can see here it's saying that it's contacting HMRC. So at this point, it's going to try and contact HMRC, and then you will need to put in your connection details. And when you produce your VAT return, Sage 200 will contact the government gateway to upload the return. So you must provide your user ID and password to do that.